This is Liam O'Gogran from Meitheal Ceol. So, interesting experimental video that I'm doing. So the first thing is Meitheal Ceol is a group of people, really a movement of interest where people want to come together and sing songs, primarily for fun and a bit of esprit de corps. And the idea is if we had a common songbook, a common template, we could just take a book like this here. These are the first of our 3 songbooks. The third one is coming out soon. And this one is our first book, 365 songs, your one a day. So they're songs from every sort of genre. And basically going around a group, person would say, let's sing this song. Page 233 in book 1, Maids When You're Young. And we're in capo 0, so it's open play. And we have the chords and the words all in one song, so people can play along with each other. So the other valuable thing about the books, I think, is particularly the binding that allows us to fold the books over very easily. The other thing in this song here, here's a song which spreads over 2 pages. So we've got nice big font, easy to read and all sorts of light. And the other thing is you don't have to change page mid-song. Also, the other thing is about it with the binding that's in it, lovely flexible binding, and it really allows you to open up, etc. Anyway, so this is the exercise we're looking into today. Really, a lot of our interest is in working with ourselves as amateurs, trying to learn to enjoy ourselves playing better, play together and understand. So one of the issues is around strumming, so we've been looking at that. So I'm going to try a little experiment here to see if this in some way can help the understanding. And we're going to look at the idea of 4/4 time, where there's 4 beats in a bar. So the count on the beats will go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other thing is if we break the bar into 8 slots where we've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Often we would define them as 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'd call the interleaving section an and. So we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now this term here, we'll call this this is when you're strumming down on the guitar. So if we're strumming down, that's a downstroke. Okay. The other thing is I'm going to try and, I've got this idea to see if this could help in some way. I'm going to use these 4 pens. Where you see a pen, there's going to be a downstroke. Okay. So essentially the beat's going to go down, 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 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just I'm going to keep playing the chord of E and the guitar, concentrate on the strums. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 down. Okay. So this video is really going to try and create a different, or a set of variations of this strumming pattern. And I'm going to indicate on this line here, the white section, what the beats are going to be. I'm going to indicate these with a pen. So for example, when I move on to the next one, so I'll have to interleave these. I'm trying to set this up. But for example, in this case here, so I'll just set this up, okay. So all I'm doing, so now I'm explaining the technique I'm going to use. In this case here, the reds indicate an upstroke on the guitar, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And I'm going to use these little pencils, courtesy of IKEA, by the way, these little pencils. Sorry, only because I was visiting IKEA, and I love to have a pencil in my ear. Like the Water Boys, this is a bang on the ear. Anyway, so if you look at these counts, I can go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So if I was to play that on the guitar, again I'm just using a constant E key chord here, because all I'm concentrating is simply on the strumming, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, 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 down, up. So I'd be counting the beats 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The other thing is I'm going to accent the first beat in the bar. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, 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 down, up. So let's try that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, 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 down, up. Okay, so I'm going to go through a sequence of those. Each time I'm going to change this line here, and I'm going to change this arrangement here. And then what I'm hoping that this might do is create a practice video so that a learner who wants to practice their strumming can use this, and just to get the notion into their head of tying up the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and also if I play a number of bars that you can actually practice along. Okay, so the first one we're going to work with, so I've just pulled these along like this here. I'm going to pull down, so I'm going to take all downs, so I'll take these out. Now notice all these are, the 4 pens are equally spaced in time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the middle guys, the interleaving ones, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And if you had a metronome, it would be working away, just click, 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 etc. So we'll try this again. Constantly use the E string and banging my guitar as I do it. Anyway, interesting experiment. So 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 down. So that's what I'm hoping, that you might pick up your guitar and just play along as I'm doing these. So let's move the next one up. So I've just drawn these out and covered them up. So interesting how this whole concept works here. So in this case we're going for what I call the full house. So every one of the slots from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, they're all filled up now. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So we'll bring in our little IKEA pencils. Nothing like a pencil, because it's great for when you change your mind, you can erase things. It'd be great if we could just erase the things we don't want in our life. Anyway, this is now, so again, I'm just going to use I'm using the open E chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay. The other thing I'm interested in, I think it's beneficial if you if you vocalize that count just like I am out loud, and just start letting that rhythm get into your head, and just see what makes sense of it. So let's see what's on our little sheet next. Pull this down, pull him up one. All drawn by hand. Interesting, you think of CAD systems and everything else. I drew this by hand. Said I'll see how this works out. Wonder what it'll be like when I edit it. So, what have we got here? So these spaces here are when you leave a gap. So in other words, of all the 8 slots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, there's 3 slots missing here. Okay? So what that means, we take these away. See these things? So there's only 5 actions. There's a down, a down, a down, a down, and an up. And the other guys just are empty spaces. So while your hand is going down and up like a piston all the time, when pen is in here, you hit the strings on the way down, but you don't hit them on the way up. You hit the strings on the way down, you don't hit them on the way up. So you have gaps in the sound. So this will go as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 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 down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Okay, so that'll give us a different sense of rhythm or a beat that's in this. Okay, so try and play along with me again. I'll just start off, I think, counting downs, and then I'll go into 1, 2, 3, 4, and so again in the key of, I'm just playing this is down, by the way, it's not the chord of D. So this is the chord of E. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, and 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 down, 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 up, down. So that's our second. That's our second strum pattern. Now the other thing is, I expect this video is probably going to last for a long time. I'm going to edit it and see how I can cut it up. But the objective of the exercise, I hope, is to give you the opportunity to actually strum along with what I'm doing, watching the guitar on the screen, counting out for yourself. That's the important thing, is really to count out for yourself. Okay, now here's another one. Okay, so we got our 8 slots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and all of them except the last one is filled. So we got to put our pencils back in. These are the upstrokes, or the ands. Upstroke is and. Like, the other thing is, I'd really like if you made some comments on the video in terms of learning, and just in terms of if this helps in any way to make sense of this. So all I know is that when I'm trying to, I'm not sure I'm any good at strumming now, but I was once a lot worse. Okay. So I found that doing this sort of stuff helps me. Maybe it brings out the child in me that never had fun. It's never had fun, no, but not sure enough time was spent at school doing this, trying to just slow my brain down, or slow things down till my brain can catch up, if that's what it means. Anyway, I now have 7 of the 8 possibilities. So to see this poor IKEA pencil, he's out on his own, he's gone. So 7 of the slots are filled. So let me count them. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. God, I'm losing my head in that. Anyway, that's the idea of this, right? And that creates a type of rhythm. And again, as I say, we're going through a whole set of these, and then hopefully I'm really encouraging you to make a fool of yourself like me and do this out loud. It's okay, I'm in a private space, I can do this, nobody's laughing at me, except you. Anyway, no, but it's important, I think, to let your voice get out and just enjoy this, because this is what makes the, you know, I think in a sing song, the great thing is you're battering away and you're singing away, just get into the groove of whatever it is, right? So let's try this. 1, so again, using the chord of E all the time, and I count them down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, and then I go into 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, etc. I play a number of bars of this, so hopefully it'll help you just sing along with the video. Okay, and it's really important to do this, but with holding the guitar in your hand and playing along. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 Okay. Yeah, so that's that one. So let me see what I've done under my chart here. So that's the last of those. So we've done 4 of those, okay? Put my little chart away. And I've another one done. So here's my next chart, okay? So there's all my, I've marked all these out on a piece of A3 paper. And basically I slide those in behind another 2 piece of A3 card. So all I'm trying to do is expose the... Now just while I'm at this, I suppose, why do I do this sort of thing? I'm fascinated by the concept of what's called RLOs, or reusable learning objects. And I'm fascinated that when I went to school, so I'm 65 years of age now, so let's say when I was 10 in 1966, I was probably in 5th class in school. So the only thing that I could ever learn was what the teacher either spoke verbally out loud or wrote on a blackboard. At that time, actually, in 1966, I'm not sure, certainly no photocopiers around. We used to have these little, got the name of the company, the blue thing where the guy would roll it out and you'd get some sheets of paper. And in fact, I still have some early music stuff that a music teacher taught us in school. I think that's interesting. I still have those. But it didn't have the possibility of, that now exists, that you're able to watch this video at your own time. You can watch it asynchronously. You can watch it when it suits you. You can watch it at night, you can watch it during the day. You can watch it on a phone. You can watch it on a tablet. You can watch it on an iPad. You can watch it on a PC, a laptop. You can pop it onto the screen using AirPlay or whatever the Chrome devices are, Chromecast, etc. So you can watch it almost in any regime. You can stop it at any time. You can wind it back. You can replay it. That's called scrubbing across the timeline. And you just go back and forward and back and forward. And at your own convenience, you can maybe, if there's something that the presenter is saying that you just didn't get, you can go back and listen again. That didn't happen in the past in school. If you missed it the first time round, if you were sick the first time round, if you weren't paying attention that time, it was gone and gone forever. Then when the exams come up, you failed and you get a chance to go again. So we are blessed to live in a time when we have access to all of this potential. That's what I think. So I'm fascinated in the idea of reusable learning objects. So though this video might go on and on and on, you think, I just think that's what I'm interested in feedback, whether this makes sense to you. And if it does, what can you do to create a reusable learning object in something that you're interested in or passionate about, and that you can also put it up on YouTube, so that we can become a community of teacher learners peer collaborators in sharing each other's knowledge. Because you know, sometimes you like one particular person's presentation of the video, you might like the look of them, might like the voice they have, etc. But the great thing about YouTube, to me, it can be a great democratizer of the concept of learning. Anyway, so much of the philosophy. Here we are, full set. Okay, right, 4 and 4. But what have we got up here? Here's the next one. We're doing down, space, down, space, down, up, down, up. So there's 2 of the slots missing. Let's take me, there me ands, or the ups I'm taking. The, oh, put that back. Missed him. Let's read the map here. So I like this idea. For me, it's this being useful for me to say, so all the blues are downs. Down, 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 down. So here I'm saying down, 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 up, down, up. 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 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and you have that different sort of I'm not sure do you call it cadence or rhythm, but maybe if you have these comments, please add them in below. And all comments are welcome, even the critical one, even the ones that think this is a joke. Of course it's a joke. Anyway, we'll go back in. So we're in the chord of E, and so I'm going to call these down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, and that's the rhythm that I want to get into. I'll call them out, I'll play them, and increasingly I hope you're going to play along if you're interested in, like me, practicing or learning, that you'll play along and you know, slowly move to the edge of hearing and feeling the beat that's in it. Okay, that's what my hope is, right? So again, I'm using the chord of E like I always do, and I do my count in 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down, up, 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 down, 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 up, down, up. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 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 down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Okay. So, whatever about you, I'm enjoying this, believe it or not. God, it was an awful day here in West Donegal in the northwest coast of Ireland, up on the Great Wild Atlantic Way. So it's a dull sort of day outside. Anyway, nice way to pass a bit of time. And you know, one thing I've always found about trying to, let's say, impart or teach something is that I never get over the pleasure it gives me when I see something that I'm telling myself that makes sense. I think that's magic. Oh, dear, I've made a mistake here. So you'll notice this mistake. I'll have to fill this. Oh no, maybe I didn't. Did I? I did, yeah. I forgot to put myself a line here. That is a dead space there. I'll have to fill him in with my marker later on. I don't think I brought my markers with me. So, okay, just remember, that line is a dead space. So let me fill in the gaps again. Okay. I got to put me, no, sorry, okay, I'll fill them all in first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Let's look at me map, gap, take him away. Okay, so we've one of them gone. So what we're looking at is down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up. So you see there's a little bit of gap there. Down, up, down, up, down, up. So boom, boom, creates a bit of a space. 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and down, up, down, up, down, up. So let me see how this sounds. Again, the whole idea I'm recommending is that you can't emphasize enough. Not only play along, but you articulate it for yourself, even to the extent you turn down this volume, and just so that you're hearing yourself make those counts. Okay, again, we're using the chord of E, an open E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, up, up, down, up, 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 down, up, down, up, down, up, 1 and 2 and 4 and 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 down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up. I'm going to slow it down a little. Down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up. Okay, so I hope you're getting into the rhythm of what I'm trying to do here. I've got 8 patterns that I'm going to try and do. I'm on pattern 5 at the moment. So again, what I do is I slide my, I should have gone back to primary school to do this, by the way, but the benches are too small for me, unfortunately. Fat boy can't fit into the benches anymore. You can't say that anymore. Anyway, okay, so where are we at now? So here's our new map, okay? And we go back, fill in all our pens and IKEA pencils, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, equally spaced apart in time. And we see we have a time slot here, space here and a space here. So it's going to be down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So let's say, take that pencil away, take that, which one? Oh, yeah, sorry, it's a down stroke I take away. So I'm left with down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Okay, so let's see how this sounds, alright? Again, E, do sing out, by the way, or call out the numbers to yourself, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, 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 down, 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 up, down, 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 up, 1, 2 and 4 and 1, 2 and 4 and 1, 2 and 4 and down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 a bit slower. Down, down, up, down, up, 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 down, up, down, up. So it's a bit like a meditation, this, as you can see. But I do think that for me, I enjoy practicing it apart from anything else, but I think it can be useful. Now, the other thing, I'm just thinking ahead, I'm going to put this up on YouTube, and I think I'll try and look at putting chapter numbers. So the chapter number will be identified by this sort of address. That'll say D underscore D DU underscore U DU, and you'll be able to jump to those chapters. So now let me look at the next one here. Yeah, just what I see where. Oh, I don't know how we seem to be rushing through these. Anyway, this appears to be the last one. I'm confused now, but I've covered all the ones I want. Anyway, let me just go back to all my ups and downs. This is a life of ups and downs. Where have I gone, right? So, give me 8 slots, remember? 4 downs, 4 ups. 1, down, 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 up, 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 up. That's it, okay? Let's look at my map up here. So we've a down here, we've a space, we've an up here, he goes away. We've a down here, he goes away. And we're left with the other 5, up, down, up, down, up. Okay? let's try and see if how we can play this down. So this is going to go down, up, 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 1 and 2 and 3 and that's not right. 1, down, up, 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 down, up. I must be getting tired. I need to do this. So this is 1, this is 3 and 4. 1 and 3 and 4 and 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 so yeah, it's even possible for me to work my way into the rhythm. In this case it seems easier for me, maybe just because I'm more used to this, to call it into downs. So I'll try it in both. But anyway, look, if you can improve on this in any way, if you have any suggestions, if this encourages you to try and make another video yourself, another reusable learning object, and put it into the mix. I keep imagining being in a type of education where the teacher would have given us a first cut of a presentation of an idea, and that our learning objective would be, and our evaluation output, or evaluated output, would be for us to try and take the presentation that the teacher presented to us and see if we could represent that back to the rest of the learning group, and maybe emphasize it in a different way, or maybe pick out in some aspect that we saw mattered more to us. And Peter Ustinov, a quotation from him once, talked about everybody sees a chandelier from it, or there's 1,000 different perspectives on a chandelier, different ways in which we can look at it. Or the Maharishi talking about that, explaining a concept 6 times because a dice has 6 sides on it. So I keep thinking, for me, more often people present ideas at me and from different angles, it helps me develop an angle of my own, I suppose. Anyway, it's near the end of the philosophy class. Anyway, this is the E chord. I'm sorry, I'm using the E chord to play this, right? Let's see if I can get into my head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, 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 down. Try and do a wee bit slower, right? Down, up, 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 down. Now just on this one here, if my hand was going as a piston all the time, it would be going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But I just, when I be looking at videos, I see the player playing down, and they just leave it there. So you can imagine the piston going back up again and down again, but not hitting the stroke. So, but visually that gives you the idea that there's a gap. So down, up, 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 1 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 3 and 4 up, down, 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 up. Okay, so I think I've completed 8 of these chord strum patterns. I think I did, and I'll only know when I go back and edit this. So anyway, if I haven't done them all, there's a map of the whole load of them there, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, when I publish this video, I'll just put a chapter in the name of each of those. So if you want to go back and practice each one of those. So this has been this is Liam O'Gogan again. I mean, the concept that we have is Meitheal Ceol. Okay, and the idea of a meitheal is the Irish tradition of people working together in collaboration for a common purpose. That's essentially it. And our common purpose has been that people could sing along with each other and enjoy singing. And the idea of the songbooks is simply that we could all have a common, I'm gonna rock my soul in the bosom, maybe. So that we can sing various songs, and there's songs of all sorts of genres. We've had great fun putting these together. This is October 2021. So hopefully if we get the final in our trilogy coming out soon, we're waiting from the printer. In the meantime, any comments, suggestions, and again, if you decide to add value to this and maybe add to the spirit of shared learning, please put in the comment below a link perhaps to your own YouTube video. That'd be really excellent. Okay, so thanks very much, folks.